Fields.
Cody Smith.
Welcome to the Wall News Podcast. We are back from our spring break, hiatus. I'm already at a
Lost for words already?
Yeah, just should have had that tea today. Also a guy who's back, and he's got a mic today, Rich Pelosi. Welcome back, Rich.
Hey, thanks.
How was your vacation?
It was pretty good. I'm looking forward to the next vacation.
Yeah, this is like a Friday to you, right?
It is, yeah.
You got your
2 vacations in a row, yeah.
I don't think Cody knows this. So Cody, so Rich has a bunch of guys, East Coast guys, right?
They're from all over, yeah.
All over?
They're from all over, so
They plays World of Warcraft with.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. How many nights do you guys do that a week?
So 2 nights a week, we would raid Tuesdays and Thursdays. We get together about 25 to 40 people, and this has been going on for about 3 years now, and it's kind of come to an end. So we've decided to meet up in real life, and they chose to come here.
Real life friends.
Yep.
And guess what? I've been invited. I'm gonna go meet these
really?
guys. Yeah, because he tells me these stories all the time about these knuckleheads, and I got to meet them. One guy's in a semi-famous rock band, right? Is it one of the guys?
Yep.
Can we say the name or no?
Yeah, I guess
Ceramic Animal. It's a plug.
Yeah.
He's a bass player.
No, he's a guitarist.
He's a guitarist.
Yeah.
So how many guys you got coming out?
About eight
Oh.
to 10. Yeah, it depends. It depends on who shows up. Some people might drive out.
So what time are you guys starting on Friday?
Tomorrow, actually.
Oh, you start. Well, I'm going to see you Friday. What
Yeah.
time? What time are you guys starting your festivities Friday?
Probably 12-1.
Oh.
Yeah,
So when I come around 5,
that's fine.
you're going to
Going,
be woo.
Yeah, we're going. Absolutely.
Well, Rich, great to have you back.
Thanks, man.
It's good to be back here. Today we have a fantastic show. We have Monica Vermeulen from the Ashley Lauren Foundation. She is the CEO, and I really like to read her mission statement before we get her interview here. So Ashley Lauren's mission statement: unlike national organizations that fund research, we are independent, New Jersey-based nonprofit organization working hands-on with each family. The Ashley Lauren Foundation depends on the support of the community at large to provide immediate relief for the daily burdens thrust upon those who are battling pediatric cancer. The goal of the Ashley Lauren Foundation is to ease the journey when pediatric cancer is diagnosed by providing direct financial, material, and emotional assistance, along with our many programs developed to bring smiles to the children. Monica, that's a beautiful mission statement. We welcome you. Can you please tell us more about how you started this wonderful organization?
Oh, I would love to. And first of all, I want to thank you, Tom and Cody and Rich, for the invite to be here.
Awesome.
We
Anytime.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So the Ashley Lauren Foundation, as you said, we help children suffering from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
In 1991, there was a little girl named Ashley Lauren who was diagnosed with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
She had Wilms tumor, which is cancer of the kidney.
Oh.
She went through quite a bit.
Yeah.
She lost her kidney. She lost her adrenal gland. It had spread, and it was a time that no children should have to experience.
Yeah.
Ashley Lauren is my daughter.
Oh.
So we lived through the horrific journey of pediatric cancer, not knowing what each day would bring, seeing your child suffer, not knowing why this is happening. So it's just a horrific experience.
Yeah.
So while I was there going through this journey, I realized the vital need for support.
Mm-hmm.
It was paramount. And back in 1991, there wasn't that much help out there of support. And you feel alone. You feel like nobody else knows what you're going through. You feel isolated. It's just awful. But I think during that time, a passion grew so deep inside of me to say, if we get to the other side of this by God's grace, then I want to do something to also make a difference in other people's lives. And thank the Lord, Ashley survived.
Oh, that's great.
While she was going through this, they said, well, because of all the heavy radiation and chemo and what, she probably, wouldn't be able to have children. I said, she's 3 years old. Just let's get her life saved here.
Absolutely.
So, we did get to the other side of it. She is now 36 years old,
That's great.
and her little boy is 3 years
Oh,
old.
look at that. Nice, Grandma.
Yes.
What's her little boy's name? What's her son's name?
Cameron.
Cameron, great name.
Cammy.
Cammy. You call him Cammy?
We all call him Cammy, and it's a miracle. He's our miracle baby. So,
Is he spoiled? You spoil him?
oh, are you kidding?
What's he into?
cars, trucks,
yeah.
and dinosaurs.
Well, we're going to say this later in the show. We got the Touch a Truck coming up in Wall, so we got to fill you in on that.
I know that.
April 27th.
Yes.
And you have a Touch a Truck,
And we
too.
are-
You guys have one as well.
Yeah.
And it'll be his first one that he's
Oh,
going
really?
to, so it's just going to be crazy
Awesome.
stuff. But we are blessed. We are blessed. So
Yeah. 1991. I mean, again, you don't want cancer in any decade, but I feel like that was the technology is not where it is today in terms of fighting diseases like cancer.
I'll say this: there wasn't as much support as there is now. However, a lot of the treatments have not changed.
Okay.
They haven't increased, and there is a lot of research happening. Pediatric, and I'll be honest, pediatric cancer maybe 4% goes to pediatric cancer of research dollars.
Really, it's only 4%.
Yeah.
So the cancers that affects children,
Yes.
we're only
Cancer.
child cancer is only we're only getting
4%.
funding for about 4%. Oh.
That's about it. And so Wilms tumor, protocol for Wilms tumor, which Ashley had, is still the same as it was in 1991.
So it's one. If it's one kidney, will they remove it?
Her kidney was removed.
Okay, and then she still has her other one.
That's why
and
God
then-
gave us two.
Okay, yes, that's right.
Yes, you can survive with one kidney. Some people are born with one kidney.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, but yes, that is, I just want to state, a stat. However, there are many clinical trials going on now, and things such as that for other types of pediatric cancer, that the children, and other type of things. So, they're trying, but I will say this too: we've noticed a big uptick in
That's good.
cancer. Oh, uptick
Good.
of diagnosis.
Oh, cancer.
Of pediatric
Oh,
cancer.
wow.
And especially brain cancer.
Brain cancer.
We're seeing a lot of that. So that's that's what's happening.
Is that to this specific area or just in general?
Many different areas.
Okay.
Many different areas. Yes. But so with that being said, when we're on the other side of the disease, I said, okay, now I want to do something. I think it's time. So I thought, well, how do I approach this? I want to really know what I'm doing. So I said, I'll go back to school, back to college.
And you went back to college. Where'd you go again?
Ocean County
Ocean-
College. I
OCC.
started. OCC.
Nice.
And you're on the board there, right?
Well, I was alumni board.
Yeah.
At the time, I was president of Phi Theta Kappa. I had a great time at Ocean County College.
Yeah.
Got very involved there. Actually,
Great planetarium there.
great planetarium.
Good date spot, right, Coach?
Yeah, can't go wrong there, right?
Did you both go to Ocean County College?
I went to Brookdale,
Brookdale,
before
of course.
for Montclair, yeah.
Of course, and yes. And
But OCC, there are brothers and sisters down there in Toms River.
Of course, and actually, our sister chapter of Phi Theta Kappa was Brookdale.
Okay.
So, but anyway, after that, I went to Stockton, and I said, "How do I get a degree to know how to?" You start a nonprofit for pediatric cancer.
Right.
They have a general studies program that you can create your own degree. Coming up with the rationale, the going before the board to be accepted, to lay everything out for them. You had to bring your own, pick your own course study and get it approved. And so I did that. I got the degree in nonprofit management, focused on childhood cancer. It was specific.
Wow.
Very specific.
Very
Did you have
specific.
to write like a thesis for that?
I had to do. I wrote
Yeah,
a
a lot
book,
of research, right?
A book.
Oh, you wrote a book.
Oh, wow.
You
Small
want to plug
book.
your book? Yeah.
Small book. But,
Where can we get your book?
Oh, who knows where it is now. But it was called, in their own words, The Voices of Childhood Cancer.
Okay, so
I
there's a
did-
lot of primary sources, a lot of kids
Yeah.
oh,
Telling their stories.
telling their story. It's so important.
Yeah.
When was Ashley cancer free? When did she become? So 91 was.
91. She battled several years, even to the time when kindergarten started.
Yeah.
She was 3 and started in kindergarten. She had late effects and things like that. So it took her a while to really, which it takes the kids a long time. And she had scoliosis and things like that from the treatment.
Okay.
And a lot of kids, they have late effects that,
Right.
and they give you the litany of them. This could happen or that could happen, but you just hope that it doesn't. And she never relapsed, so we're so
Oh no,
grateful.
and that's great.
Tremendous.
So she gets cancer free. You go back to school.
Yes.
You write the book. You know what you're doing, and then how does Ashley Lauren the Foundation come about?
Well, I got called up the nonprofit in Trenton. Was it? Center for Nonprofits. I said, okay, I want to start an organization. what paperwork do I need, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So
How much? A lot of paperwork
Oh,
for
yeah.
those? Yeah.
yes, a lot. Form 1023, all kinds of incorporate. Got to incorporate with the state. But I went through the whole everything. Got incorporated on July 6th, 2005. And started, and my first donation was $100 from Georgian Court University.
Oh, there you go, Georgian Core
I
repping.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me $100.
That was
so
nice
that
of them.
helped with the paperwork.
Yeah. It covered the paperwork
It's
fees, and they're like,
covered.
all right,
That's it, yeah.
the only way up is for here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep. So, is it pediatric cancer is such a broad term? Any child going through any forms of cancer will get assistance from your organization? Is that how it works?
Yes. The only boundary we have is the state of New Jersey. We will help any child who's going through cancer as long as they live in New Jersey. It doesn't matter where their center of care is, CHOP, Philadelphia, Sloan, anywhere, MD Anderson, St. Jude's, doesn't matter where they go, as long as they
And they can
live
have
here.
it doesn't. They have leukemia. They could have.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
Any type, and basically, is when I did incorporate, I put together an intake form, got it out to every single hospital in the state and outlying areas. So they have our intake form for referrals and
Oh, that's great. So the nurses or the doctors will be like,
social workers.
hey, the social
Yeah,
workers.
right.
Hey, we have an organization that wants to help. You just
Yep.
got to fill it out, and then
Yep.
what was the so you fill it out, and then where does it go from there?
and
Does it
they
go to you?
send it to me.
Okay.
Back in that time, it was fax machine. Now it's email or however they send it over now.
Fax machine.
Text
What's
it.
that?
I know. I know you're ready to
I
laugh.
miss a good fax machine.
Yes. So they send it over, and then we take it from there. We contact the family directly. And now, if we had the time back in the day, if we heard of somebody that had cancer, we could not. I couldn't call them up because of HIPAA. So they had
They had to come to you.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's still that way, right? With the HIPAA. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's still there. But I'll tell you, with social media and with this and that, it's a whole different world now.
Yeah, there's a lot more
And
resources now.
Everybody puts everything out on social media now.
Yeah.
They show their child in the hospital, and diagnoses, and so it's pretty much out there. Some people are very private about
Sure.
their journey.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are, yeah.
So they get the form, and then what does the process look like? There's a lot of avenues and resources you provide. So what can you provide for these families, or what do you like to provide in terms of help?
Well, first of all, assisting the families at any given time, we're helping at least 100 families.
Oh
in the
wow,
state.
100.
At least that we're working with.
That's incredible.
Actively. So we receive the intake, and as I said, we contact them. Our hallmark is financial assistance.
Okay.
We pay the bills.
That's great.
Yes. Now, if you have a two-parent household, one of the parents has to leave work. If they're working, both of them working,
Yep.
take care of the child. All the more difficult with a one-parent household.
Yes.
That's even-
absolutely.
Unbelievable. So that's our hallmark. What we do the most. But we have so many other programs that. Should I tell you some of the
Yeah.
programs?
No, we would love to.
Okay.
Love to hear it.
So that we do that. We have material needs.
Okay.
Okay, your refrigerator breaks down. Okay, you need
Yeah.
a refrigerator. You need things for your child, anything medically, like a wheelchair or anything, a ramp for the house if they have to use a wheelchair, any household items. And then food, clothing, gift cards.
Food's a big one.
Food's a
'Cause
big one.
when you have a family, parents spending time in like Robert Wood Johnson or things like that,
Yes.
those are the things that people forget, that they don't have time to go food shopping. We got to be here for treatments and things like that.
Well, that's it. If it's two-parent or whoever the caregiver is at home, they're taking care if they have siblings. So, and we never
Yeah.
leave the siblings out. Very important because they feel left out.
Yeah.
Because all the attention is on the child. So we do provide food and clothing. We provide gift cards for like grocery store gift cards. DoorDash gift cards, especially for if you're in the hospital. Like CHOP has food vouchers that we buy and give. But then after a while, it's like how much hospital food can you eat?
Right,
So
yeah.
DoorDash or, one of those.
Well said.
So we make sure we send lots of DoorDash cards to the family in the hospital and at home. And along with that, we provide emotional support.
Yes, I saw
Yes.
that on the website. What entails the emotional assistance component?
You're looking at the
Yeah.
emotional
Okay.
support. Here's the thing. So we don't hire therapists or things like that. Or I mean, if it's needed, something like that, we'll help to find someone and pay for it. But basically, because I remember when I went through it, you just need somebody to listen.
Yeah.
Somebody they can vent to, somebody they can cry with. So I'm available, truthfully, and I'm not just saying a word. It's 24/7.
Okay. Wow.
People have my cell phone. They can call me anytime. I'll stay for hours on the phone with them. I'll be where, I'm going to the hospital. I'll get there at the hospital recently, like half a year ago. Just got to the hospital. They didn't even know their child had cancer. And when they did, they didn't know what to do. And late at night, and I was on the phone with them. I said, I'll be right there. And I just got
it's such a
over
surreal
there.
experience.
It's you can't believe it. You're numb.
Right.
You're numb. So I'll go to the hospital, go wherever it's needed for the mom, and again, it's just that knowing someone understand. And then when they're a little shy at first when they talk, but then as soon as I tell them my story and that I've been through it, and they do a deep sigh like that, oh, then you do understand.
Yeah.
And that's the
Right.
point we want to try to get across, that I do, and all I care about is, what can we do? How can I help you? And so I listen and talk them through it, walk them through it, and truthfully, it's 24/7 for me. I mean, I'm 7 days a week doing this, so.
I'm sure that it gives them comfort that you've been through this
Yeah.
with your daughter, and then we'll
Yeah.
talk about later. You're also a cancer survivor.
Yes.
That you've been through this, and you've stared down
Yes.
the cancer and said, "Hey, not today, not ever. We're going to fight this, fight this to the end, right?
Yes, absolutely. So then some of the other, we have other programs. Our birthday.
Making dreams come true.
And making dreams. Yeah, so we have a birthday program, Birthday Brigade.
Oh yeah, the birthday brigade.
And you know what? We are just so grateful that they have another birthday.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely, yeah.
we do everything we can. We used to, before COVID, we'd go in their homes and bring all kinds of parties in the house and all.
Right.
But then once that hit, we kind of brought it down. So we didn't go in the house. We'd just send them gifts and gift
Yeah.
cards and things like that, and whatever else, or send them somewhere that they want to go for their birthday, because it's so special
Oh, that's great.
for them. And
It's like a localized Make-A-Wish,
the
almost.
the Making Dreams Come True
Making
is,
Dreams, yeah.
is more of that.
Yeah.
So we have Making Dreams Come True, and that can be anything from wanting to meet someone,
Yeah.
famous person, or whomever.
Who was? Can you throw out some names? Anybody the kids wanted to meet?
Well, Rachel Ray,
Okay.
Queen Latifah.
I heard she's wonderful.
Yes, she's wonderful.
She used to live in Colts Neck,
Colts
and
Neck.
She's still local, I believe.
she's still
right?
local. Yeah, I've heard stories. I don't think they're legends, where she used to. She'd see the kids playing football or hockey in the neighborhood. She used to buy kids pizza, or
Yes.
you hear stories like that all the time. Or she was in the food market and she'd buy something for
Delicious
somebody.
Orchard. She would go there a
Delicious
lot.
Orchards.
Yes.
Yeah. So she sounds like an incredible person.
She's incredible, and I'd see her. Our office used to be in Colts Neck. That's
Okay.
where we started, and she's wonderful. She came to one of our Christmas parties to see the kids, and
Oh, wow.
and Justin Talk, remember New York Giants?
Yeah. He was a
was
big guy.
wonderful.
91.
91.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was wonderful. He really. It's on our website. The story of him and one of our kids was a teenager and loved Justin Talk, and we connected them, and they became fast friends, and it was incredible. ESPN did a big story on it, and interviewed him about his child, and sadly the child passed away. But Tuck, the child gave him his bracelet, I don't know.
Like it's hospital bracelet?
Warrior bracelet.
Oh, warrior. Okay. Yeah.
And he gave it to Justin. Justin said, I'll never take this off. And I always see, whenever I see him, whatever pictures, or when he was in the Super Bowl, when they were in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
He had it on, and he went up like that to have, looking up to the child. And
Wow.
so he's been absolutely, we honored him a couple years ago at one of our events. So he was great. And then Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, he came, our one little guy loved hamburgers, and he created his own hamburger. And so we threw many means of finding him.
Bobby Flay seems like
Bobby.
a guy who acts tough. He's got that New York persona, but you know he's like a softie.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean,
In
he
there,
drove-
yeah.
He was supposed to fly out West Coast or something that day, and he was getting so many calls about this need that we had. He said, I had to do this. So he drove all the way from New York to
That's incredible. He drove from
to
New
us
York.
and met with this child, and sadly that child passed away as well. It's another thing we do. We pay a lot of sadly funeral expenses, things like that. But then along with the dreams come true, we do playgrounds in the yard, play yards.
Nice.
We're working right now. We're putting a swimming pool
Oh, that's
in the
amazing.
backyard. Yeah.
Wow.
Swimming pool, and basically
Does anybody ask for trips? Any trips like the Disney or
we're doing.
Disney? You do
How did
Disney?
you know we're doing that?
I don't know. Did we talk about this?
Are you listening in? Yes, we have a child. He has a type of, again, brain cancer that is very aggressive. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And that's something that he's always wanted to do. So we rallied the troops, and we have a fabulous Disney package
Love it.
ready to present to him to go in another month.
That's
Are you
amazing.
going to go? Do you go as a
He's gonna
liaison?
go. No.
No?
I have not taken a vacation in probably 30 years.
Oh, my. Well, yeah. I mean, you sound
it.
incredibly
Yeah.
busy.
It is very
I'm doing wonderful things for all these children.
Yeah, so the making dreams come true is, I'm probably leaving a lot of stuff out, but a lot of whatever they want to bring smiles, just to bring smiles to. We have a what do you call it? A smile registry now.
Yeah.
Where we put that out on different, social media platforms, and we say to the mom, up to $500, give us an Amazon wish list. And they do it, and we put it out there. And
Well, that's easy. Like, it's just right there. You
yeah,
get
it's
it
right
and you
there.
order it.
And,
yeah.
and people just go like that in a day. It's all gone, and then we drive it up to the child and bring so many smiles.
Monica, do you do? I've seen the website. Do you do your social media, or you hire that out? Is that
Me?
you?
No.
Is that you?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, are
no?
you kidding? I wish. No, we have a fabulous person. Two fabulous people.
Mm-hmm.
Margaret Fontana.
Oh yeah. She's
Yes.
She
who's
unfortunately
gonna
couldn't
be
make it
here.
today, yep.
Hi, Margaret. and Laura Scalise.
Laura
The
Scalise.
two of them are, and Laura's actually was one of our families. And they rock it with that social media. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The job that they do.
It's a whole new world. But I bet you've helped 100 families. Have you always helped 100 families, or did that explode during social media? No.
No, it was from the beginning, and
Yeah.
they just keep inundated, and it's just, and even of late, it's just more, and the more social media goes out, the more people know about us. And
So you think your social media presence, does that help you with exposure with
absolutely, 100%,
your events
100%,
more so?
Yes, most definitely, yeah. That's huge.
How big is your staff with all that stuff going on?
Well, it used to be myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it for many years. And then I was able to bring on Maria, and she's with me now. And now, just recently, because of so much help that we get, I was able to add Laura.
Laura. Okay.
Laura
nice.
and Laura, she's incredible, and she was a family. Her little girl passed not that long ago. So she's just an incredible woman with great faith, and she does an amazing job. So the two ladies that work with me, I couldn't do it without them. It's just, couldn't build and build and build
Right.
without the help, plus all the amazing volunteers
Yeah.
that I have. So we're volunteer driven.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, in the website, you have a lot of volunteers, and because you have all these incredible themed events.
Yes.
Spring party on the
Yes.
boardwalk, Summerfest, the
Yes.
harvest party, and the Christmas party.
Well,
Which one's your favorite? How
Well-
can we help? How can people join?
Well, here's the thing. Actually, yes, that I have to fix the website because two of them we're not doing anymore. Since
You got to tell Margaret to fix the website, right?
yeah, actually, no, that actually goes out to a third party that does that.
Oh, wow.
But two of them, when COVID hit, we had to stop all parties. So we brought back two of them,
Yeah.
not all four.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. But the spring party is coming up in May, and a fabulous donor that we've had, a beautiful family that support. They're the underwriters and
Yep.
supporters of that family down at Jenkinson's, and
Oh, down in Jenks.
Jenks, and they.
Cody knows Jenks.
Okay, Cody knows Jenks.
Maybe 10 years ago.
Well, they've been great. So we bring all the kids.
You do the aquarium?
Well,
with them?
no. What we do is we do the rides.
Yes.
We do
Rides are classic.
Yes, the beach, the ocean, the swimming won't be open yet. It's May 11th. So
Yeah, a little
we have,
cold.
Yes, so swim, but beach access. Pizza, Little Max, Little Max.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Pizza, sodas, whatever, and ice cream. And I think we're going to do mini golf this year for them.
Great.
And so we give them all sorts of things. This fabulous family that has been with us almost from the very beginning.
And what's the name of the family again?
Am
Are you allowed to say?
it?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can
Yeah,
say it. Yeah.
absolutely.
The names.
What is
Don't
it?
be mad at me. The name.
The
family.
names. I mean,
Name.
they're like the guardian angels. One of
They
the guardian
are,
angels
of
of the program.
They have been they've been so wonderful, and I mean I have so many wonderful families like that, and I always try to respect their privacy.
Sure.
Because I could just go on, and of course if you're listening and you know who I mean, so, talking to them. But yes, so that, and then this fabulous Christmas party at the Essex and Sussex in Spring Lake.
Wonderful
Yes.
venue.
It's
Very historical.
I always say it's like stepping onto the Titanic.
Yes.
It's opulent. It's gorgeous.
Well, you know what happened there 110 years
What
ago,
happened
right?
110 years ago? They're 110 years, going to be 110
Yeah,
years old.
the Jersey Shore shark attacks. That was out. One of their bellhops was killed.
I didn't know
Peter
that.
Benchley based
Peter-
Jaws off
Jaws?
of that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and there were great books on it. 10 Weeks of Terror, where there was 4 Jersey shark attacks. Jersey Shore. It started at Beach Haven, LBI, Spring Lake, and then the Matawan River, all in 10 days.
I didn't
4
know
people
that.
were killed.
What year?
And 1916.
Oof.
And it knocked World War I off the front page of the New York Times. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you're a history teacher. You
Yes,
should know that.
I gotta. I
Wow.
should know that one. Yeah,
That
but
is amazing.
yeah, no, it's fascinating stuff. And then years later, in I guess late '60s, early '70s, Peter Benchley did Jaws.
Did
off
Jaws.
That. Yeah.
And Ragtime, the movie, that was filmed there.
Oh, I didn't see. You taught me something.
taught you something.
I didn't know Ragtime was
Yes,
filmed
it
there.
was. Yeah, part
That's
of
awesome.
it. Part of it was. Yeah, on the outside.
And it's
walking to the
still
beach.
very opulent, like you said. When you
Oh,
walk in, you
it's
feel very
amazing.
Victorian.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, so they've been hosting our Christmas party for many years.
Yeah.
They're wonderful over there. So we have a big blowout party for all the children, and they come in. We have Santa Claus comes and all kinds of activities, and it's just a wonderful day. And you know what? This is needed. It's a day away where they're not they don't have to be in the hospital. They just want
They
to
can just be kids. Absolutely.
and that's all they want. They don't understand
No.
why that's happening. So there are 2 parties that we give.
Are
to
you
the
going to bring
kids.
the other 2 back? Summerfest and Harvest Party?
Well, I will tell you why we're not bringing Harvest Party
Okay.
back, because one of our events
Mm-hmm.
is called, here we go, Touch a Truck.
Oh, yeah. Now, how long have you
Yes.
been doing the touch truck for?
Well, we started, this will be our 3rd year. So we started it in Cold Snack 3 years
Mm-hmm.
ago. What park was the name? And we thought, okay, well, hopefully we'll get at least a couple hundred people to come out. And we had lots, food trucks, and 3,000 people came out.
Wow.
We expected a few hundred. We basically shut all the roads down. There were blocked. People were waiting an hour to get in, and I felt so bad. I said, what are we doing in a Cold Snack?
So
The
you
roads were
you always
packed.
hear like a town doing touch a truck, like
Yeah.
Wall's doing theirs
Wall,
April
yes,
27th.
Yes.
So you had a personalized touch a truck.
Personalized touch a truck. And do you know Laura, who I mentioned before? Because she was the brainchild behind that. She came up with the idea to do one, and she's it. So we named it the Charlotte Joy Touch Truck Festival. That her daughter who
Her name's
Charlotte
a pretty
Joy.
name, Charlotte Joy.
Isn't that beautiful? So that's when how we started that. So because of that's in the fall, it's in October. Well, I should say, we started it the first year in the summer, and that was brutal. So we said no more
Yeah.
summers.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
out
that's
in the
too
big
much.
fields and all that. So next year we went over to where the Monmouth County Fair is, the Freehold Showgrounds.
I know that well.
Yes.
I work there in the summer sometimes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, a lot of
Picking
room.
garbage up.
There you go.
I know those
Everybody
fairgrounds well.
yeah,
sure.
somebody
Found
has to
$20
do
bucks
that.
once.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
there you go.
Apparently they used to find more money back in the day when people used to carry cash.
When they carried.
Yeah,
cash,
but it was
yes.
like, well, what you do is it's not like you pocket the money. We'd all throw it in and
Oh,
get
yeah.
lottery tickets, So what was your haul today? And I was like, I got 2 nickels, and some guy would say, well, I got $4, and this guy would say I got 15.
Oh, that's
But that's
fun.
great. The showground.
Showgrounds, yes,
Yeah.
we're so grateful to be there. And then again, we thought, we'll get 3,000 people again. We got 12,000.
Oh my God.
You're gonna need like your own personal security there.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we
12,000.
did have-
You might as well just have your own fair, like the Ashley Lauren Fair.
Well, now we call it the Ashley Lauren Foundation Touch Truck Festival.
Yes.
And this year we're looking. I mean, we're pre-selling now, and we're thinking maybe 20,000 people. Or something
When's
like
the
that.
date?
October 5th.
October
rain date
5th.
The 6th. We have we have all the rigs. We have at least. Well, we're probably looking towards 200 of them. We have over 100, and we have the vehicles, the trucks, the helicopters. We have the hot air balloons. We have
Hot air balloons.
yeah.
Wow.
Everything you can think
What do you
of.
think?
The
You're
whole
from West
fleet.
Jersey with these
Yes.
hot air balloons?
We're bringing it to this part of the state. So it's an amazing thing. We have entertainment. There's a stage there, all kinds of entertainment. Walk around. We have there's so many things. It's
We got to get this on our calendar, October 5th.
October
Yeah,
5th.
absolutely.
And that's like a perfect time. It's like right before Halloween jumps off.
Yeah. It's
The weather's still nice.
the weather's
not hot.
nice. No, it's not. And it's from this year, I think 10 to 5. I believe
10 to
that's
5.
the time. 10
You guys
to
have
5.
like concession stands, grease trucks, stuff like that?
Well, we have the food trucks. Yes,
Yeah.
we have lots of food trucks. 20 or 25, something like that.
Okay, wow.
And
25.
Yes, and we have it packed with other. Oh, we have a whole kid zone.
You got the empanada guy?
I don't think we have an empanada.
Oh, he's good.
He's
I know,
usually
who-
at
I
Monmouth
know who
Racetrack.
you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the empanada guy.
Yeah, the
he's,
empanada.
whew, he's big time.
He's
He's good.
I've heard of him.
But you might not need it with 25 grease trucks. That's
25,
incredible.
Yes, and what was I? Oh, so we have a kid zone with rides.
Nice.
All kinds of
This is a
rides.
fair. I mean,
It
come on.
is, it
I
is.
like festival better.
It's
though.
festival.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
festival.
yeah. It's
I like
festive.
festival.
Yeah. I like
And
that. Good branding.
Good branding, and the all kinds of we have go-karts and whatever. and-
Go-karts?
Yeah, the little for the little kids. I don't know what kind of. He has a track, and we have the trackless train, and what else? Just so many things. Even you know what? We always wanted like a big grocery truck rig. What do you call them?
Like a tractor trailer?
Yeah, tractor trailer.
Nice, yeah.
So ShopRite and Wegmans, and they're all, everybody's bringing all the. It's just incredible. We have so many vintage. You would like.
I like
history.
vintage. Oh, yeah.
A lot of vintage.
Love
we have
vintage.
motorcycles. We have and all kinds of police cars and.
There you go. Cody would like that.
Oh, yeah.
Cody like that. So anyway.
You sold Cody at Grease Truck, so I mean, you have to. You sold me at a festival, so we're good. We're in.
Good. Yeah, but anyway, so that's there. So in place of our harvest party, because it's that time of year, so all of course, we invite all our families for free to come. And
It sounds like a massive upgrade from the Harvest Party. No offense to the
no,
Harvest Party.
no,
but yeah.
exactly. And I started that when I was at Ocean County College.
Yeah.
I
Well, it had to
started
start
there.
somewhere. That was
It
the
had to start
impetus,
somewhere.
and it went from there.
See how things grow.
I love it.
So yeah, so that's what. Oh, so so harvest party, and then we have a fun run in Eatontown.
Nice.
Eatontown? No.
Long Branch?
Yes, thank you. Why did I say Eatontown?
Long Branch Boardwalk. Excuse me.
Well, yes, yeah. The
yeah.
street
By
and the
Charlie.
boardwalk.
Was it? I think Charlie's. Yeah, Charlie's. Great,
exactly.
great seafood there.
Yeah, so we do that, and then we also have in November. We had it last year. A singer did a concert for us, Michael Martocci,
Okay.
and he sings Sinatra.
Oh,
He's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So he has like a 22-piece orchestra. So he did.
that's classy.
Yes, he did an event for us. Had the comedian. The comedian was who was I telling about? Mike Marino.
Yes.
Mike
yeah.
Marino.
So he.
What was he in?
I don't know.
Should
We were
we
talking
look
about
this
this off air. I
Is
couldn't remember.
he the guy I'm thinking about? I'm gonna look this up. You keep going,
He's a
Monica.
comedian who's fabulous. I just went to see his show this past week.
Where did he play
at
at?
the Vogel.
The Vogel looks nice these days.
Well,
doesn't
that's where Michael did our concert last year, and
it? Luck be a lady.
yes, all of the things, and he did this with he had
Okay, Mike. Yes, Mike. Does he do the
Mike
impressions,
Marino?
Mike Marino?
no
Okay.
he's does he's funny.
He looks like a funny guy.
He's
He
very
looks like your funny uncle.
funny uncle.
You know,
Mike
at
Marino.
Thanksgiving.
They call him what do they call? How is he labeled?
He's got some
bad
cool
guy of
jackets
New
here.
Jersey.
Oh, he's a bad guy in New Jersey?
Or something.
Is he like an insult comic?
No, not no, he's not. But he's not one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. But
He's got a podcast.
he does.
Live from my mother's
Live
basement.
from my mother's basement. Hi,
That's what we're going to
Mike.
call this one when we didn't have a studio.
Tag him. Hi, Mike. You're the best. And so anyway, Michael and does this fabulous concert, and he's going to do it again for us in November. And I think, yeah.
And when's the Sinatra guy?
November.
That's
Yeah,
November.
well,
You got to let
they're
me know.
together.
Please email us.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
We want to try to come to at least one event for each of our guests. And
That's the
Oh,
goal.
and that's
yeah,
sweet.
the Sinatra one would
Sinatra
be
Oh,
fantastic.
I forgot what we did this when we honored Justin Tuck.
Yeah.
We did something called All In for Hope. It was a casino night.
Oh,
So what we
could you win real money?
No.
I know it's illegal. I'm just kidding. I'm just testing you. I'm just testing
But
you.
you still need a license, a gaming license, which
Even when
which
it's
we
like
have.
with like goldfish
With
and
Monopoly
chips
money?
and stuff, Monopoly
Yeah,
money.
and
Wow.
when you win the game, and then you put your little
you get a
thing
prize.
in the basket,
Yeah, yeah.
you get a
Okay.
prize. Yeah. So we're going to incorporate it and call it like the Rat Pack, because it's going to have the casino. It's going to have the Sinatra concert. It's really going to be
I'm going to bring my fedora
fedora you
and
can
my
do that.
candy cigarettes. It's going to be great.
Candy
Don't smoke. Don't smoke.
Do they still
please.
sell them?
You can probably get them on Amazon.
Oh,
They
okay.
They shouldn't. I shouldn't sell them anymore, but
Right.
I'm sure we could get them somewhere.
That is true. That is
But
true.
kids don't smoke. It's a terrible thing.
No, don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't start.
Not at all.
So, Monica, you have a theater background.
that I do,
You
yeah.
started a theater ensemble at the Ashley Lauren Foundation. What kind of shows do you do there?
Well, here's the thing. Yes. See, before I did all of this, my career I was a dance instructor.
Nice.
I had 2 dance studios, and I
Where in? Whereabouts?
in Ocean County, and but I've been dancing since I was 6 years old, and I also have done theater since I was a child.
What kind of dance?
You want to know what my favorite is?
What are your favorite?
Tap.
Tap.
Tap. Yes, I love tap.
Who's the guy on Sesame Street? Gregory Hines.
Gregory Hines. Yes.
Is he still alive? Or
No,
he passed.
he passed, I think, in 2007.
He was great.
2003. Well,
And who's the other guy? Savion Glover.
Savion Glover.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Two of my favorites. Maurice and Gregory Hunt. Now, my tap instructor in New York was Henry Latang. Have you ever heard that name?
We have not.
He taught all of the people you're talking.
Okay. So
he was
okay.
fabulous.
Nice.
He started back in the 1940s, I believe, and that's all the hoofers back then. He was the instructor. He
Was
had
that the
his
name
studios.
for the tap dancers? Huffers.
Yeah.
Huffers.
Yeah, hoofers. and if there's a movie called Tap. Xavier Glover and Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention. It's one of my favorite movies.
We'll have to check that out.
Yes, and Henry Latang was in there. He was playing the piano. It was about the old guys who used to,
Do the
do
little
their
tap.
all of
Sammy
that.
Davis.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Love him too.
Yes. So to your point about the theater, so having done theater forever, we started a theater back in the 1970s, our own theater
Wow.
company, and then went through that, and then it's when I was diagnosed.
Were you guys doing disco then?
Well, of
little-
course,
little Travolta?
1970s.
I saw a clip. I sorry to interject of Travolta doing the dances from Saturday Night Fever. It was it was on Instagram Recently, I thought it looked pretty good. I thought it aged pretty well. Like
Yeah.
this guy
He still
can
knows
move
how to
50
do it.
years later. Yeah,
Yes, of course.
still looks good.
Of course, yes. But so with that being said, when I started the foundation, we kind of incorporated the theater company into a fundraising entity. So we did Broadway shows, fully mounted Broadway shows, every one you could possibly think of, And then
What was your favorite one to do?
my favorite show, Joseph, Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my faves.
Wow.
Are you religious?
No, I.
Yeah, just-
can
but you
I
just
t-
love to play-
can
you
I
can- no,
can
you
I
can-
s-
absolutely.
No, can I say my belief on?
No, yes,
on
yeah,
there?
of course, yeah.
I'm not religious, but I
Yeah.
have a true relationship with Jesus Christ.
Love it. I love that.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Did it become stronger with your journey with your daughter and what you went through?
When I was diagnosed with cancer,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I gave my life to the Lord.
Yeah,
And I said,
That's
I
beautiful.
became born again, and I said, I'm living my life for you forever.
and he's working through you.
He is working through me.
You got to be one of his favorites. I have 30 years of doing this. I mean, helping out all these kids that have this unfortunate, cancers is that is God's
guides,
work.
Yes, yes, He guides me through Holy Spirit, and it's just incredible. I can only say to everyone, just seek out the Lord, seek out Jesus,
Amen.
because
Gives you strength.
He gives us strength. We pray, and we have another part of our foundation just recently started called Prayer Tsunamis, And
Okay.
we go. There's a church that lets us use their building, their sanctuary, and then we go and we just pray. We invite all the family members, anyone, friends of any particular child, because we do it for individual children. So that's something that we're doing, which it's fabulous.
Off air, we'll get some names for you. We'll get to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
great.
we
That's
need
great.
a lot of prayers.
All right.
For the children,
I'm
for the kids.
prayer warrior, that's for
Thank
sure. Yeah. So that
So
where are
chefs
we?
chefs who
Oh.
care.
Chefs who care.
chefs who
Brilliant idea. When
care.
is it?
Are you a foodie?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Both are. Wait. So am I.
Okay.
So's Rich. Well,
I am
Rich.
too.
Yeah.
I'm a little picky, but
Rich will do it.
Yeah.
I introduced Rich to Berg's in Belmar.
Yes.
They do the pastrami
Yes,
sandwiches.
right, yeah, by
Yeah,
the gas
and he's
station.
addicted to it now.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's
So
amazing.
we got Rich to do that. We could get him to love Chefs Who Care. But yeah, Chefs Who Care.
So Chefs Who Care, last year, my son, who lives in New York, I mentioned before, he's a photographer in New
Mm-hmm.
York City, and he's deep into the culinary world. And I don't know, the Thanksgiving before we did it, or whenever it was, he said, why don't we do a food tasting event?
Yes.
And because he films them all over New York. They do them all the time in New York for different organizations and such.
Right.
So I said, okay. He has a friend named Gennaro, and he is a food influencer in New York City. So they put their heads together. They know all the chefs from Manhattan, and we have absolutely wonderful people that joined the team. That's where we met Margaret. No, I'm sorry, that's not where we met Margaret. We met Margaret before that. She knocked on our door and said, I'm here to volunteer. How wonderful.
We would love to reschedule her too.
She's
'Cause she
yes,
sounds
yes.
like she's done media for how
Yes.
many years? 20, 30
Yeah.
years?
Well,
In New York?
all over. Yeah, she's
Wow.
really good. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
She worked for Fox, CNN, or Fox,
NBC.
NBC. Yeah.
Hackensack, the whole hospital system and all of
That's
that.
a big hospital system too.
It is a very big.
They're like a monopoly now.
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So we got some amazing people together, and last year was our inaugural. We did at the English Manor in Ocean Township,
Nice venue.
and
Absolutely.
we had these like 20 fabulous chefs come.
You had a red carpet too. I saw the pictures with the sponsors,
with,
right?
with the with
sponsors
Step
in the
and
back.
Repeat, yes.
Yeah, that was
well,
cool.
we call it a blue carpet.
Oh, it's
our
blue-
friend,
oh,
our
yeah.
dear friend Michelle, who does all the business part of this event, she came up with the blue carpet instead of the red carpet. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we have that piece there. So that and amazing brands, the caviar brands and truffle brands, and it's very, very high end.
Wow.
And wonderful.
I will save up to go to that to go to that one. Caviar and truffle. And
Oh, it's and this year, so that it was very well received. It really was. So many different things. Casey Webb. Is that?
Casey
Yes.
Webb, the local guy.
He was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He came.
Does he still do the Man versus Food?
I
don't have
yes.
cable anymore.
Yes. I don't
Yeah.
either, but I know he
Does
does.
anybody have cable anymore?
Do you have cable, Monica?
I don't have.
You don't even have cable.
I don't even have a television. I don't have internet in my house.
Really?
Wow.
We're off the grid.
You're off the grid.
We are. Yeah.
Do you live? Where do you live? Alaska?
Frick.
You fly in?
Frick. No. My husband and I were barely ever home, so we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're saving a ton. That's for
I
sure.
well,
Right.
To his point, yes. We are.
Yeah, my parents are like, I pay $300 a month.
because-
I'm like,
I
why?
know.
Why?
For
Just keeps
what?
going up. But we just, yeah, they don't even
And-
watch TV.
And everybody went to streaming, thought they were going to save, and here you are. You're spending.
Well, there was a
Right.
time where you could, and
Right.
now all the apps are like, nope,
Yeah.
we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
Fubo
They
used to
figured
be
it out.
$60.
Yeah.
Now it's like 100. And
Yep.
something.
Yes, I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so this event now this year, it's at the Essex and Sussex, where our Christmas party
That's
is.
right down the road.
Very
There,
nice.
And so
That's a home game.
It is.
You know, I could work there, and I could work off the ticket price.
Yeah.
I could like be a
Yes.
waiter for an hour,
you
and
could
then
do that.
I could try the delicious food that you guys are gonna have, the
It-
caviars and
it's
the
amazing.
truffle butters and all that stuff.
all that stuff, and we have a VIP hour this year, which we didn't do last year, and included extra in that is Laura Vitale, her name is, and
Mm-hmm.
she is a cookbook author, and she has a show called Laura in the Kitchen.
Okay.
And she'll be there doing a book signing.
That's
for
great.
That first part, and a sommelier of olive oil tasting.
I didn't know they had. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, of olive
Sommelier
oil.
for olive oil.
Olive oil, yeah. So that's for VIP.
It's a very peat. It tastes like peat, Tastes like olives. You know, they do that thing.
I don't know what I don't.
Tastes like grass.
I wouldn't. I don't eat any of the food there. I usually I don't eat.
You got to treat yourself.
No,
You're doing so many great things.
I know, but there's only like I can put on my hands. This is the foods that I eat. Only certain.
Oh,
things.
okay.
So it's
What's your favorite food?
Bad food or good? Well, no, not bad.
Oh yeah.
Vic's Pizza.
Oh yes. How do you feel about Federici's on
Vic's Pizza.
No, what? Done.
Vic's Pizza.
Vic's Pizza. Vic's.
Vic's. That's the one.
My grandparents used to live across the street, so we never ate there until they moved.
Oh, no.
I would fall asleep to people leaving Vic's, I guess, with half a load on or whatever, laughing, and that would put me to sleep. And the smell too. The smell is one of a kind.
You walk in there and you're transported.
Yeah, never ate there, and then they moved, and we try to go there once a month.
Yes.
I get it with Vic's. I'm a Federici's guy. I'm actually going to get it tonight when we leave the studio. Vic's is top 3. I'd probably put that 2. The Pete and Elders would be 3. I love thin crust.
Vic's is
Yeah, that's why I love Vic's. And you get the antipasto too?
No, just the pizza. Or they make a good soup too.
Good
Pasta
soup, yeah.
fazola,
Their penne
the
vodka
pasta
is very
fazola,
good
yeah.
too.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Rich, you agree with that?
I'd have to go with Vic's as well.
That's over Federici's.
I like all 3 of the mentions a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm a bigger fan of the crust on Vic's. Even though it's thinner, it's different. It's
yes.
like that pizza crust, not that flaky crust.
Yeah, that's good analogy.
said,
yes, yes.
Now, I like them all.
You want to
All
run
good.
this show?
That is.
I can't fight you guys on that. It's like, it's top 3. It's my 2. It's your 1.
But
love Vic's.
but this promises to be a fabulous event. We have a fabulous silent auction.
Okay.
And we have this year a live auction. Patrick Tully is pretty well known auctioneer. He was in, I think, a movie.
You just really fed balls. I was at a live auction actually recently, and the lady next to me was telling me a story, and she had glasses on. And she goes, "I'm just an Uber for my kids," and she goes like this,
and
they got her.
They did.
They got her,
Oh.
and she's
God.
going to Sonoma.
Yeah, how do you get out of that?
Yeah, and I was like, "What? Did that just happen?" There's nobody behind us. It was like a wall. I was
It'll
like,
happen. It'll
Yeah.
happen. We have
I getcha.
fabulous trips. To your point, yes, fabulous trips we're auctioning off.
Do you remember off the top of your head?
Oh, I think there's one in Italy and it has a truffle experience with it.
Keep selling me on this truffle.
Truffle.
Truffle shuffle.
Yes, a lot of amazing trips. So it's really and a fabulous DJ. Paul Centimore, I believe. And,
Okay.
And he is absolutely wonderful. And he came last year and he's coming back this year. And then we have another entertainer. He'll be out playing his guitar and singing as people come in.
Nice.
And so it's really an experience.
It's an event. We definitely want to talk about going.
Yeah, so I think we're in for that one.
I will run a tux if I have. Is it black tie?
No, actually, and you know what? We used to do something for 7-8 years, the butterfly ball.
Yeah.
That was our signature event. And ball gowns, tuxes, and all that. But now, people are going away from that.
Yeah.
It's more casual. We call this Regal Beach. That's our
I like
our
that.
theme, yes.
That's
Michelle
good
came up
branding.
with
Michelle
that.
came up with that?
Michelle's
Not
came up
Margaret?
with that.
Michelle came up
Michelle
with
came
that?
up with that, which is great. And it's right on the ocean. And you also have inside, and then they have like a porch outside up high and
veranda.
You can go out there and just the ocean is right there. It's going to be anyone who wants to go out there for a while or whatever. We had a fabulous someone from New York brought their amazing gelato cart last year. He was going to bring it this year, but
Is that one of the foods you'll eat on the fingers? No gelato.
not gelato. But they can't fit it in the elevator, the loading dock area. So there's no way to get it into this building. Last year it was floor level. So so he's trying to come up with a way that he can still get the product, but it won't have that
gotta get that in there.
gorgeous cart that he has. So
Nice. That's got a vintage look too.
It's
In a
beautiful.
Victorian hotel.
And it's
Or
Victoria.
I would say post-Victorian, right? If it's
110 years.
110 years.
Yes.
Well, I mean, this has been a lovely conversation, Monica. We still have a few more for you, but we just got to do our sponsor reads, if you don't
Yes,
mind.
absolutely.
Got a new sponsor.
One of our own.
And I finally have seen the trucks.
Oh, you did? You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I saw it literally the other day after I got off the phone with them. It was right at the 7-Eleven on 35.
Have you talked to Jim lately?
I did the other day. Yep.
Is he going to replace you next week when you're on vacation?
You can ask him if you want.
Maybe Rich will come in. We'll have Jim do the board.
There you go.
Always providing honest and ethical home services. Rostron Premium Home Services, offering premium heating, cooling, electric, plumbing services for residents in Monmouth and Ocean County. Whether you need a service call or you're looking to replace your existing equipment, Rostron Premium Home Services has the manpower to tackle any job. Air conditioners, furnaces, boilers, generators, water heaters, car chargers, hot tube wiring. They'll even install Ring cameras. Rostron Premium Home Service, a company of quality.
Experience the difference with Mighty Ducks Dryer and Vent Cleaning. Meet Chris and Chase Jacobs, the dynamic duo behind Mighty Ducks. With our expert service, your dryer and vents will be cleaner and safer than ever before. Say goodbye to lint buildup and hello to improved efficiency. Trust Chris and Chase to keep your home safe and your appliances running smoothly. Contact Mighty Ducks Dryer and Vent Cleaning today for quality service you can rely on. Your satisfaction is our mission. Call or text 732-925-1778 to make an appointment.
I think we should save the Info Age tickets for when we do the hard news.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I want to keep going with Monica here because it's been such a great conversation. Thank you so much, Monica.
Oh, thank you.
So we have this is the segment of the show we call the Rapid Fire.
Oh, dear.
No, it's actually not so rapid.
Is it like that old password show where, what do you call that, when you have to guess what word it is?
No, but that would actually be a pretty good idea.
Yeah, we can do that next time.
But no, just a couple things, personal things like, number one, like you said, you were a cancer survivor.
Yes.
So what would your advice be to those going through cancer and families going through cancer who have a loved one having cancer?
Well, again, like I said previously, I was, believe it or not, being a dance instructor and a dancer.
Yeah.
Where was the cancer found? In my leg.
Oh, wow.
So the first thing
that's rare, right?
Yeah, it was a soft tissue tumor. And so the first 3 doctors I went to were ready to amputate my leg. And I said, no. And I found the 4th doctor didn't believe in mutilation. And he actually, it wasn't traditional chemo and radiation.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of a holistic way, which back in 1980 was.
Oh, so this is 1980.
1980.
So this is before your daughter got sick.
Before she was born.
And before she was born.
Yeah. So it was, he was doing all the things that that work. Even things like Laetrile, which is like, I believe, B17 drug, a mega vitamin, mega mineral. Don't eat anything white. And my leg, and that's when I found the Lord and trusted him that I was going to be okay. He had a purpose for my life.
Absolutely.
But going through it, like other people, it's only because it's what I know and what helped me is trust God, lean on him and have a support system. Have a support system that it's so vital. Trying to do something like this alone, you just can't. You can. It's reaching out to those who care about you and foundations and like us or other ones just to, let everyone rally around you.
Right.
So you don't feel that aloneness.
And that's the big thing that we got out of this conversation. You're not alone.
You're not alone.
There's supports out there, and people who've been through it who could help you, and you're one of them. And God bless you for that.
Yeah.
What is your advice to someone who wants to start a nonprofit?
Oh.
A lot of work.
In New Jersey.
Right.
New Jersey?
Well, it's a lot of work. I'm like I said, I'm day and night, and weekends and such. It's a lot of work. And, a lot have started and a lot have gone by the wayside. But I will say there are quite a few, which is actually can be a good thing because then, people have other avenues. Like if I couldn't do all the people in New Jersey, I could not, as just one foundation provide the financial needs and everything for every single person that's diagnosed with cancer. So there are other avenues. But it's a lot of work, and you have to be dedicated. You have to know that going into it.
And this is your 24/7.
24/7.
Yeah, there's no side, as the kids say these days, side hustle.
Side
this is
hustle.
it. This
No.
is your hustle. This is your main
it.
hustle and your side
and
hustle.
You have to hustle.
And you have to hustle.
You have to hustle. This is my everyday thing, except when I'm with my super duper grandchild.
Oh, Cammy, right?
Cam River, his name is.
Cam River.
Cam River.
That's really cool.
Yeah, his middle name, not his last name.
Right. River. River's the middle name.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
But-
It goes.
Yeah, but if hey, just have and deep passion. You have to have a deep
Yeah.
passion, because you're living the lives of these people going through horrific times. And I'll be honest, it's like me. It's like they're my children, these little ones, because I spend so much time with them. And when we lose them, it's like losing a child. So it's
Right.
continual. And I'm telling you, God gives me the grace just to do this and to do this for 19 years, day in and day out. I've never regretted it. It's a fabulous thing. So I would just say, if for some, anyone else who's thinking about it, just have that passion. That's where it starts.
30 years strong, you get another 30 in you?
Yeah.
Love it.
I got 50, 100, whatever.
Well, 30 with the, no, I want you to, live to like 120, but I mean like 30 years with the organization.
20. Well,
Live to 120, yeah.
I'll
Live to 120.
I'll live whenever.
But 30 more years with the organization.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
19 year plus 30 onto it. Yes.
Yes, good.
I'll take that.
Because we need people like you. Absolutely.
Well, it takes a village.
It does take
I'm
a
one
village.
person.
I love that quote.
I'm one
Yeah.
person. I've got two beautiful women in my office working with me who are just have a heart. Their hearts are there, and you have to. You can't have people, and not just in my office, but the whole team, the
Yeah.
Chefs Who Care team, and everyone else that comes by us.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you guys are doing amazing things, and we really appreciate having you on, and God bless you
Well, God
for
bless
helping
you.
these 100 families and the 100 children at any given time.
Yeah.
They definitely need it, and great resource. And it's we got to do another plug for you. AshleyLaurenFoundation.org.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else would you like to plug? Go ahead.
Yeah, just we need your help.
Yep.
Community, we need your help. We're local.
Donate on the website if you need to.
You can donate
Credit card.
directly with your credit card on the website
Great.
and send us a check in the mail. Come be volunteer for us.
Volunteer, yes.
Yeah, volunteer with us. Be part of come to our events. Come to Chefs Who Care. We need you there.
And what was the date on Chefs Who Care again?
May 20th.
May 20th. It's coming up. Can we get that in our calendar? You and I
Yes.
with these dates.
Yes.
Cody,
So
put it in the
many
book. You're gonna kill me
yes,
one day.
It's going to be so fabulous. Fabulous event. You're going to love,
Yeah.
love it.
No, we'd love to come and definitely do a follow up. Maybe get Margaret on.
Yes,
All right.
do that.
We'll track her down.
Monica
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much. This was a
Thank
great
you.
conversation.
Yes,
I think.
I-
How long have we been on for?
2 hours.
It didn't feel like it. I was going to say that. We've been on for an hour. That was just a great conversation.
Oh,
Thank you
Tom
so
and
much.
Cody and
Yeah.
Rich.
And
thank
Rich
you.
Pelosi
You're the
over there.
best. Rich
If you ever need
Pelosi.
some stocks, Rich, real quick. So when I was down in Florida last week, and I went to NASA, they had the Blue Origin. Who's Blue Origin?
Amazon.
That's Amazon.
I believe so.
I mean, they had these big buildings there. We should
Or
maybe look into that
Bezos,
stock.
yeah.
I don't know. We could talk about
I
that.
don't know. I don't know if they're public.
They're not public.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
But when you go right into Kennedy Space Center, they get two massive hangars.
Do they?
It looks pretty permanent. So I don't know if they're
I
trading
would go-
public
I would-
just
I
yet.
would go SpaceX. I mean, Blue Origin.
Well,
would be-
we got some for Dan Jacobs next week when he gets back from his vacation because he wanted some SpaceX stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so thank you, Monica. So you can
Thank
stay
you.
here if you want. We're just going to do some news. We got to catch up on some
Local
news. We
news.
haven't done it in a while.
What do you want to hit first?
Let's go with Jersey Mike's. I mean, hometown heroes.
Yeah.
So Jersey Mike's did their month of giving in March, and this year they worked with the Valerie Fund. And I want to see if you could guess this. How much money do you think they raised this year for the Valerie Fund, which does blood disorders and cancers? You know the Valerie Fund? You know? All right, wait. Let me see if Cody can get it.
Yes, and I'm not going to say a word, but
yeah.
just so Jersey Mike's helps us tremendously.
They're
I want to
incredible.
give a shout out to
Yeah.
Peter Cancro.
yes, and
Cancro
John
family.
Helm and
John Helm?
John Helm, one of the franchise owners. He's
Yeah.
every September he does for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. He does a huge day of month.
Yes.
It's the month of giving.
Yes,
Yes.
The month of
for
giving,
for
yeah.
September. So yes,
They've
so
raised
Jersey Mike's.
$110 million in 10 years. That's not the number I want you to guess, though, but $110 million since 2011.
Wow.
If more corporations could do that, I mean,
Yeah.
it would be a better world. But so what do you think, Coates?
I mean, just the. I got my sub on that day. I mean, the amount of people
Yeah.
that were. It was.
What'd you
trending.
go with? What number?
just did a turkey sub.
Yeah, you're
That's
a
all.
turkey
Yeah,
guy.
I'm a turkey guy.
You put mayo on that?
Light mayo.
Light mayo. Okay.
Light mayo.
What about the banana peppers?
It's funny. Mayo
you go
doesn't-
Mike's way?
Mayo doesn't exist in my house, so my wife's like afraid of mayo. So,
Hey, she's a smart lady if she has mayo in the house. I mean, that's not a bad thing, right?
but yeah, it's kind of disappeared in the household. But yeah, I prefer to have a little on it.
So how much do you think they raise?
On the one day or the
No,
the
the
whole month?
The whole month. Yeah.
Oh, 10 million?
Higher north. Yeah.
25?
25 million.
Oh wow.
Last year was 22. Did you know that number? Yeah, last year was 22 million. So they surpassed it by 3 million. 25
That's insane.
million dollars. God bless Jersey Mike's, the local corporation doing right. Always they just have so much pride in that organization. It's run right. They do the right thing.
Yeah.
Great product.
Absolutely. And it just
Local.
keeps growing. It's
Point,
regional
Point
now.
Beach, Wall. You know, you go to
Florida.
different parts and they're there, and it's like,
Yep.
oh yeah.
Yeah, now they're trying to expand to the West Coast as well.
I have this thing where if I'm going to Jersey Mike's in the South or wherever I am, I always ask for the 13. So that's not on
you're
the
a
menu.
number guy, huh?
And that's not on the menu. That's the roast beef and pepperoni. It's the cancro.
Okay.
All right, and everybody gets it. They all get it.
Right.
It's like a test, and then they think I'm from corporate, and they're
It's
like,
funny.
"Oh, hey, sir."
It's funny. Somebody actually commented on our page that they saw that the founder's name was Peter Canker, and they're like, "Oh, now it makes sense the name of the sandwich."
Yes, yeah, the number 13.
So see, we're educating
My
even
favorite
on the site.
Mike's Way with banana peppers and heavy on the mayo.
Oh wow.
It's fantastic. when I go to Chris Stapleton this summer, that's going to be in my icebox. That's going to be my cooler, 100%.
There you go.
And then last month also another great organization, Crimson Knight Foundation, had their gala.
They did.
And the Crimson Knight Foundation, they donate money to the Wall schools. And I
Yes.
think one of the last things they did was they donated a sound system.
Oh really? Nice.
So they had their gala at Spring Lake Manor, and they honored 3 educators. We had two educators and one who might as well be an educator.
yes, law
Law enforcement. So you had head of the high school science department, Joshua Tennant. Yeah, you had interventionist of student wellness, Tiffany Steiner, and then the chief,
Chief O'Halloran.
Chief O'Halloran, who every time I see him, I want to be like, hey, Chief. Like, I want to do like a Jaws impression. I talk about Jaws.
Chief Brody.
Hooper drives the boat, Chief. So so it's good. Well, we got going on there, and then
Have you seen those awards that they give out?
They're cool.
Yeah, it's a knight riding on a horse.
It looks like something out of Game of Thrones. It's like
Yeah.
very
very sharp.
detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
It's a cool award. Yeah,
I did-
usually
yeah.
it's like a plaque, but this thing's like a real
it's
award.
It's the knight on the horse, and it's they colored in the armor and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right.
So good people. It's great to the unsung heroes of this town.
Yeah.
And the other unsung heroes of this town. They I got this from the Co-Star, so we got to give them a plug. This is the Wall BOE honored outstanding teachers and professionals about 3 weeks ago, and we're going to read off some of the names real quick. As you know, this is important.
I believe there's a voting process too, right?
And they got to vote.
Yes.
I would think, yeah. So every
saw that promoted.
so every school had it was a teacher and a paraprofessional. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. What is there? 8 schools we have? Wow, or
Sounds
7?
about right.
7,
4, 5,
including Wall Primary.
Yep.
So Wall Primary was Catherine Bolin and Beth Demanio. Allen Wood was Kristen Byrne and Janet Caden. Central School was Joe Ranga and Maria Boulderman, my brother's favorite teacher, Joe Ranga, right there. Shout out to Mr. Ranga. Old Mill was Kelly Buckley and Rosemary Lowe Vaccaro. West Belmar was Shanna Ferrazzi and Bonnie Farley. Wall Intermediate was Michael Ryan and Carrie Penn. Michael Ryan, who we went to high school with.
Oh, nice.
I believe he's the art teacher over there. And then Wall High School was Jarrett Malsuf and Michael Natazi. So congratulations to all those teachers.
Awesome. Great work.
Again, unsung heroes. Can't say it enough. Great school system we have here, and they're the toppermost of the poppermost. They're the best teachers we have, according to these awards for the year. So what else we got?
So the upcoming events that we got the Bobby Scholl Foundation.
Bobby Scholl update. They need whole sponsors.
They do.
Right.
That's May 6th.
May 6th, that's going to be a Monday. We're going to be there. We're going to be volunteering, maybe doing a little emceeing. If you want to get a hold of them, please go to the website. They definitely need whole sponsors. We're going to be there. Bobby Scholl, Brett Burke, our first guest.
Very first.
Yep, very first. Never forget your first.
That's right.
And that's going to be great. We said Touch a Truck was April 27th.
Yes.
What's the coffee thing going on, Coates?
So the township's going to be holding an event. I believe it's at the municipal complex. You're able to have coffee with Mayor Orender and the committee.
Yeah.
Maybe ask
Where's
some
that?
questions.
A municipal?
I think it's at the municipal complex. I'll have to double check, but that's coming up for anybody who's interested in doing that. You can check out the wall.
They're so accessible. They're great with that stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, I could see it being in town. Things like that, being town leaders, it could be a thankless job sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that's the first I've heard of because, I mean, usually there's coffee with a cop, which is a common
Coffee with a
thing,
cop's great, yep.
But this is the first I've seen with the local governing body.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
And then should we tell everybody where we were last night?
sure, go ahead.
Oh, I got to say it? So we might be stepping up our game here. I don't know. But we were definitely fish out of water. I felt like a fish out of water. Did you?
Yeah, we definitely stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, so last night we scored passes to Jack Schitarelli's nomination. He's running for, well, not nomination. He's running for his candidacy for governor, and that was a pretty wild scene.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I'll tell you what. You get to see the other side as far as like the media and the press.
Oh,
and
yeah.
what goes into what they do.
Cody snuck us into the press. Well, we had press credentials, but you snuck us in there pretty good.
We did. It was a pretty cool experience. You know, it's something that you know, you get to appreciate a little bit more. You know,
Super fast paced.
yeah.
But he, you know, I guess when we get into the election season, we could talk more about that stuff with him. But he seems like the right guy for the job.
Yeah, very easy to talk. I mean, I was too nervous to ask a question. As were you.
Me too, yeah. I was like, let's just listen.
Right. Definitely a good experience, though.
No, yeah, it was great. And we want to thank his campaign for having us out, getting us the press credentials. Maybe we could have him on. I mean, we're getting some good views. Have him on.
He's more than welcome to come on. And
Just need a half hour, Jack. We'll
That's
get
it.
you the good questions there. And because we got to talk about all these things like the NJ Transit fare increase and the gas tax.
Yes. We need to know what's going on with that.
15% on NJ Transit. You believe that? The fare increase. And it's going to be like 3% every year after that. So, I mean, in a time of rampant inflation, do we really need
We just
this?
need to know where all the money's going.
Yeah,
right?
we got to follow
Like sports
follow the
betting.
money trail.
Where's all the sports betting? Like, that's my biggest thing. Is like that's
Right.
been legal how long now? Where's all that money going?
So the governor I think he said he needed this money. I don't know if it was the gas tax, which is another thing. He needs monies for the roads, and it's like, well, what about all the money we're making with sports betting? And everybody sports bets now.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, and legalizing of marijuana. Good job there, Rich Pelosi,
That's
pointing
right.
that out. That's billions of dollars that
We didn't have prior.
we didn't have a couple years ago.
Right.
Let's get that for the roads, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just tax, spend. Unbelievable stuff. But you're going away next week, huh?
I am. So I'll be away next week at Disney World.
Disney
you just
World
came
with the
back
ki-
from
I
Florida.
came back. It was listen. I was talking about Kennedy Space Center before, just real quick, because I know we're running out of time. If you have kids between like 8 and 12, you need to take them to Kennedy Space Center. When your kids get older, take them. It's one of the most immersive museums. Monica, you ever been to Kennedy Space Center? Oh, but it's amazing.
You missed the launch, though.
I missed the launch. They didn't have a launch that week, but I mean, the kids could do like simulator things.
Oh, okay.
They have
dress up?
I think they could dress up. There's incredible videos. They got the Atlantis space shuttle there. They got the Saturn V rocket, which is this one, which is like 450 feet.
Oh, wow.
I got pictures of myself there with underneath the rocket there, which is incredible. And it's real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Disney's cool, and you're gonna have a great time with your kids. Your kids are gonna love it. But it's like Disney's make believe. These guys were
Right.
like, they were
They're
the
real.
hero. They were heroes. You know, they pushed the limit. Some men and women died doing this. And we have so many amazing technologies now because of their sacrifice. And you know, one of the reasons we beat the Russians. Right. You know, kind of got rid of communism for a little while.
Sure.
Rich, what technologies do we have now because of space race? Do you know, as a tech guy? Do you know off the top? I'm sorry if I'm putting you on the spot.
I hate to say I don't know.
I know there was
Kinda-
GPS.
Yeah,
GPS is probably that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tang. Dehydrated ice cream.
Yeah, right. So, stuff like that.
Yeah,
more or
but
less.
I hope we go back to the moon. We need to start getting back to these things.
It's long overdue.
Yeah, I mean, they were showing these incredible videos of all these people just working together, and that's really America at its finest. So please check out Kennedy Space Center if you have kids that are age appropriate, because you're not going to regret it.
Did you check out the eclipse this week? Earthquake?
I
eclipse?
did.
Meteor last night, apparently.
We had a meteor last night. The eclipse, I was going to a doctor's appointment, and it was funny. So it was one of those doctor offices where you have different buildings, and everybody was standing outside. So it was kind of cool to see that.
I wonder if did traffic actually stop? Is anybody pulling over and looking at it?
I didn't see that, but it got a little darker. I was on the road right when it was eclipsed. But yeah, what's up with this meteor? I saw that on the page, the Facebook page.
I think actually the Co-Star just shared it as well. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's bizarre. It's on a Ring camera, and it looks like just like a blue light coming down right into the ground.
Right into the ground.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Well, there's also I don't want to ruin it, but remember the movie Joe Dirt?
Oh God!
He thinks it's a meteor,
right?
And it's waste from an airplane.
Or maybe it's Men in Black, right?
Men in Black. Well, yeah, they're erasing everybody's names over there. Where was it? In Allenwood?
It was in South Wall Street. I don't know the specifics.
Yeah. They got a lot of land out there, so thank God it didn't hit anybody. If it was North Wall, like take out a whole neighborhood.
Yeah, could.
But yeah, so yeah, we got the burial bones, and now we got meteorites and eclipses and
crazy. So, in closing, just check out those events. Touch Truck's coming up. Meatball Gala is another one. You're actually going to be a meatball.
I'm going to be the judge. I can't wait.
Yes.
It's going to be fantastic. Listen, I have a resume as a judge.
Well, real quick, this is a side bet here. Over, under, 25 meatballs.
I go for quality over quantity, but if you want me to eat 25 meatballs, I will.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do like the Kobayashi training and make sure Joey Chestnut training. Make sure I can do 25. Yeah. Remember, I got the apple pie judge credentials from Alair's, and that's what we're going to have on next week when you're not going to be here. We're going to have Daryl Lynn O'Connell from Alair's Village, and they're doing wonderful things out there too. So,
all right, I'll be watching from Florida for sure.
I'll be watching you. Listen, but hey, have fun with your kids at Disney. That sounds fantastic. It's a surprise, right?
Yes, they don't know yet, so luckily they're not watching.
So
right
when
now.
are you and Kaylin going to tell them? Are you going to tell them when they're the day out? Well, they won't sleep the day before. You got to tell them in the morning.
Well, so we have a wedding Friday night.
Yeah,
and then we have a customized video that Disney put together with their names. So we're going to show them that Saturday morning. Say, all right, pack. It's time to go.
Mom and Dad going to have some fun at this wedding?
Not too much because we got to get up early next day.
What time's the flight?
We're taking the train. We're driving down to Virginia.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
And you'll have your car.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you should have your car in Florida. That's
100%.
That's a good idea,
Yeah,
especially with 3 kids.
We don't want to fly either. We're not big flyers, and especially with all the stuff going on with Boeing right now.
Yeah.
I'm good.
When we flew last week, I was like, I don't want to know what kind of Airbus this is. It's an Airbus.
Right.
I just don't want to know.
Real quick, you want to give away these tickets or what?
Yeah. So we have tickets to give away. So InfoAge this week is having their Vintage Computer Festival, and they gave us 4 free tickets?
Yes. So there's 4 tickets, so 2 pairs. If you want to message us,
definitely email us, right?
They can either message us on the page or email us at wallnewspodcast@yahoo.com, and we will select 2 winners.
2 winners, excellent, and it's free, and I'm going to try to check it out. Saw this guy Ian walking around helping out. He's got a staff lanyard on. Looks very professional, very excited. Yes. He said they're going to get a lot of people, so
yeah,
it'll be fun and free.
Definitely check it out.
Okay.
All right, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing. That's a great movie. Good night and good luck. Monica, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rich Pelosi, I'll see you Friday.
See you then.
All right.